I want to talk about what it's going to take to start your own business. Maybe I can help you out with just the first few steps and how to start thinking about it. So the first point is figure out what you're going to do. This is a pretty important one for obvious reasons. So you figure out what you're going to do. And I would say go with something that you're already experienced in. Because experience is kind of everything when you have your own business. The more experience that you have, the better. And you're going to be getting more experience as time goes on. And that's what's so cool about having your own business is it's going to be investing in yourself. And all the tools that you get through experience, you're going to be used. They'll be able to be used for many different things in your life. So something that you're experienced in, it will be very good. So in my example of what I did, I went with doing residential remodeling, residential construction. And I already knew how to do the different steps to remodel bathrooms and plumbing and different things like that. So for me, it just made the most sense to go that direction with it. So it's also going to be a good thing if you can do something that you're going to make money from on the first job in order to pay the bills that you're going to have and things. If you can start out at least with the first business that you're going to have, it'd be good if it's something that's going to generate money at first. Something that's not going to be like a long-term investment that you're going to be spending money and not making money in the beginning. I think that's going to be a little bit harder for your first one. So something that is going to pay even on the first job is going to be very, very helpful if that's a possibility for you. Point number 2 is get your bills low. You want to get your bills super, super low. Otherwise, it's going to be more stressful on you. Unless you already have a lot of money, and that's not really who I'm talking to right now. If you're like me and you got to pay regular bills and have money coming in order to feed your family and pay the utilities and things like that, in order to make that jump and start your own business, maybe you're the first one to have a business in your family and you're kind of the pioneer of it, you're going to need to get your bills low. It'll make it more comfortable on you. And there's several ways that you can do that. Several ways that I did. One of them being you can sell your house. It's a big move, but you got to be willing to make big moves if you want to make a big change in your life, especially to break free of what past generations have done. You have to be able to make big moves sometimes. And sometimes it makes sense to sell your house, especially if you have equity in your house. If you owe $90,000 and your house is worth $200,000, especially if you have a small family, and certainly if you have no family, you can sell that house and you can buy something else that's small, very basic, something that you can somewhere where you can live for a while, and your cost of living for your basics each month is going to be very low. That's going to help you a lot, because the money that you actually need to come in from your business in the very beginning is going to be so much less. Man, you don't got to just kill it right off the bat, so you can give yourself a little bit of time. Another way is to get rid of car payments. Car payments can be anywhere from $200 to $1,000 a month. I mean, if you're like me and where I was when I was going to start my business, having no car payments is going to be very helpful for you. Paying off credit cards is going to help, so that way it's just less financial pressure on you, and then not having to pay the monthly payment, and then not to be paying also for the monthly interest payment that they're going to put on you on that account. And then something else also that can help you with this part, if you get into a house, maybe get yourself a little house, maybe a 2-bedroom 1-bath or a 3-bed 1-bath, depending on how big your family is. And it's going to be a little bit of a sacrifice. You got to humble yourself for a while in order to get to the next step sometimes. But if you can get a setup where you don't have to do a whole lot of maintenance on your property, that's going to help you a lot, because it costs money to do maintenance on your property. It costs money to maintain lawnmowers and tractors, zero turns, and it costs a lot of time and energy and effort. You're going to need a lot of time, energy, and effort to get your business going. So if you can just cut down on the amount of maintenance that your property needs, I think that'll go a long way. the next point, to save up money. It's going to help you to save up money if you can at the current job that you're at before you quit. If you can save up some money, have a little stash, so where you can go through a period of time, maybe you have a little bit less money coming in than you need to pay your bills and groceries and things. So the more money you save, the better of a cushion that you're going to have. That'll be a really good thing. Now, the next thing is you're going to want to get some of the tools that you're going to need for your job. Now, in my case, it's actual tools to do construction, which I already had some of them because I was already doing it, but there's certain things that my company had that I didn't have, And a lot of that you're going to buy per job, like what you need. That's what's cool about it. Like, you get a job and then you use some of the money from that job to get the tools that you need for the job, and then you have that tool the next time too. So you can build up your tools as you go from job to job, and it's fun. And it feels good that way. So you don't have to buy absolutely everything all in the beginning. Like, if you get a siding job, get some stuff to help you put siding on. If you get a bathroom job, maybe get some plumbing tools and some tile stuff. Or, but that's just my example. If it's something else that you're trying to do, then just get whatever equipment that you need. Start getting it to where you can do some jobs. Now, the next point, figure out how you're going to get some work. You need something, just a starting way to get some work. And maybe you've already talked to some people that are interested in using your services. But there's many ways to get work that doesn't cost like a monthly payment, especially at first. You could go around hanging flyers. That's a big way to do things, kind of an old school thing. You can do networking. Networking is probably honestly the best. Like, wherever you are, like your friends, your family, just go around and talk about it, and talk to people, talk about why you're a good person to go with, how much you care about the work that you're going to do, the passion behind it, or whatever it is that makes people, the reason why they want to go with you. Networking is really big. Of course, if you go to church, that's a place to network, or if you just meet people at the store, I don't know, the grocery store. There's all kinds of different opportunities to network and meet with people. Obviously, social media is a big way for networking. I mean, you can make videos. That'll be a good way to do it. I did not do anything like that when I was first getting started, though. So it would be a cool thing if you did, though. One thing that's actually pretty cool that can be helpful to do is just get your business, and it'll probably be just your home address, but like, make your business something that is seen on Google Maps, because a lot of times people just get online and they'll just search for this and this kind of service near me, I know I do. And then your business, just because of the location, will actually pop up, even if you just made it yesterday. And then you'll get a call, and then you'll have a voicemail on your phone. It's like, oh my goodness, I actually have a job, potentially, and you can go call them back and meet with them, whatever you got to do. I mean, that's kind of a nice thing there, just to get on Google Maps. That'll help. You want to get a portfolio of some kind together. You want to get some kind of proof of work that you've done. Certainly for what I'm into, that's really helpful to have some kind of a portfolio, some pictures of work that you've done, maybe some beautiful bathrooms or a deck that you build or whatever it may be. But whatever works with your business, you just want some pictures or something, maybe some references. Kind of falls into the same thing with reviews. Like, as you start your business, reviews are going to be really important for you, because that's how people validate your business and see if you do a good job. So any type of building that kind of stuff up is going to help you out a lot. And then I would just say, as you're getting ready to do this and make this jump, it's going to be good to learn more about whatever it is that you're going to be getting into. Just learn more, watch some videos, read some books, talk to people who have done it. Just humble yourself. Being humble is going to help so much in all this. Just learn everything you can about it so you'll be more ready to go. Now, if you get a specific job and you haven't done a whole lot of that kind of work before, you can research it like you can get the job and then do some more research before you start the job too. So that's what's nice. Remember that. And remember that you can always call people that have already done or are doing what you want to do and that have more experience. Just call them. I mean, if you get stuck with something, just use the great people that you have in your life. Like, not use them, but just remember them. I mean, it's a good thing when we interact with each other and when we help each other out. So just, it feels good on both ends. So just remember that you can call people, you can watch videos. There's all kinds of different things. You don't have to know all the answers to every single question about your business going into it. So just know that you're going to figure it out because you care. You're going to do a good job. It's going to work out for you. And then I would say the last thing would be really cool before you make this jump is to actually get some work lined up. If you can get some jobs on the books lined up, things that you're actually going to do to fill some of your time when you stop working at the company that you're with or whatever your job may be. If you can get some work that's already ready to go, you'll be able to start on those jobs, which you'll be getting experience, and then those people can tell other people, so you can get work that way. And you could also, while you're in the middle of doing that job, you can work on getting other jobs lined up. So that'll be a great start for you. So if you do all these things, your bills are going to be low. That's going to be sweet. You're going to know what you're going to do. Having a little bit of money saved up, you're going to have a few tools that you need. You're going to have some ideas on ways that you're going to get work, and you're going to even have a little bit more information about it, doing a little more research, and you might even get some work lined up. And if you do all those things, you're set as can be, because it's really just not as scary as it seems. And one thing that I want to say, just to encourage you with starting your own business, if you already give 40 plus hours to working for somebody else and you're not doing that anymore, that's quite a lot of time. There is a lot of time there, and it's just kind of a nice thing that you learn, because if you use that time, if you don't just waste it all, you can go and do a lot of networking and find jobs and line stuff up and figure out answers for things, and you might find that you're better at it than what you thought, because you got a lot of gifts and a lot of character that you've already built through doing what you've done this far in your life, and this is just going to be the next step. So I just hope that you're successful and that this is just going to be another step of freedom in your life. So I hope this helps you.